The 20s are notorious for being the decade in someone's life when they make huge leaps and bounds in their growth and understanding of who they are. With so much turbulence and change, it's understandable to want a little heads up on what to expect and how to best move through this era in one's life. In this video, I'm going to look at the age 28, as I've just turned 29, and as my birthday is in January, the new year for me is hugely retrospective, as well as being focused on planning for the year ahead. You can find 28 on your lifeline by drawing a line from between these two fingers, going across the middle of your headline under the middle finger, and crossing the lifeline. Looking a tiny bit higher than this, as the crossing itself is more like 29. Here, any signs you see will be big themes for that particular year. My hand shows I've come to the end of a stuck period. This island that started when I was 25 in 2020 can represent feelings of disempowerment, stress, or bad health or finances. This resonates with me as I've been feeling stifled by my abilities, but more accurately, my perception of what I can achieve. I've had so many shifts during that period that I almost don't remember what it felt like before. I feel like I've shared a lot of negative thoughts about myself and life in general, and that doesn't come easily. I think the stress that this island signifies is the juggling of my inner world and normal life in general, whereas before I never really processed anything and was able to just get on with things, which really means bottling up. I'm really glad I put in the effort to work through these demons, for lack of a better word. I hope the good habits I'm forming will make me a happier and healthier person, as well as improving all my relationships. As this island gets smaller and reverts back to my solid lifeline, I feel myself becoming a more refined and confident version of myself. 29 on my lifeline shows a more focused and successful year with the help of this branching line. If you see lines touching but not crossing your lifeline, these are pulling in gifts from the direction that they're pointed at. For example, this one is pulling in from Jupiter, the planet of recognition, abundance, and community. The crossing line below is hard to interpret. Crossing the lifeline, they generally show a challenge. The theme it brings doesn't feed into your life, enhancing it. Instead, it cuts through and creates an obstacle to overcome. This one, coming from Upper Mars, makes me think that my perseverance and confidence in myself will be tested this year. A more optimistic reading might suggest that this is actually a win line, which increases finances, or a part of a triangle, which suggests the same, as well as good luck in general or a partnership. Knowing that these themes may come up in the next year helps me prepare for and maybe even work towards some of these outcomes, so I can make the most of my 29th year. Thanks so much for watching. If you're interested in looking at what your lifeline says about your year ahead, please visit my website linked below to find out more about palmistry and to book your reading with me. See you next time.